Hey guys, I'm Comrade Kane and welcome back to the tutorial series for total noobs, and this is the last episode 4 of the in-game tutorial where I go through and provide some tips and tricks along the way. So because it's a tutorial, we can't do certain things, so I have to send the trader, right? I don't want to send him to Gilgamesh, even though I'm getting like +7. That's a really good yield, right? I'm going to send it to my capital because we're going to start the war with them anyway. And once we start the war, your trade route gets canceled. So then you have to reroute it anyway. Or I can keep sending it for now and earn a little bit of gold, and which will allow us to upgrade our units, and also it will allow us to purchase units. And this trader is going to build a road so we can get to Samaria faster with our units. Granted, we don't have a road between our cities, but that's okay. This trader is going to take 7 turns to complete. So technically, I think in 7 turns we can change the destination. And look at this. Immediately, once you set up a trade route, you already generate tourism towards that civilization as a modifier. I mean, we don't have any tourism produced, but that's a modifier. But that's for another tutorial as well. Now, we received a message from the game saying that Gilgamesh completed Stonehenge. Holy moly, right there. You can actually tell by the outline of it on the tile, which is awesome. One of the strategies in the game is to let the AI build different wonders and then just conquer them. Easier than building them yourself. Instead of, oh, here's another natural wonder. Oh my god, Mount Kilimanjaro. What does it do? It provides ridiculous food yields. It's a mountain, so you can't go through it. But look at these yields. 4 and 1. And look at this one. How much food is here? 5 food. This cattle. All right. All right. With our scout, I think we're just going to come back. And I want to build... Well, there are only 3 turns left for the warrior. Might as well build it. Oh, shoot. There are more barbarians over there. There we go. This was really fast, right? And now we have a road. This trader that's going to Uruk. If you click on it, well, it's not going to show. Let's see. How can we... Available routes. Well, anyway, it's going to go something like this. The shortest route the game picks. So you'll see that it shows as if my warrior can step on this tile, but I really can't because there is a slinger in there. And I can't select that option for some reason. See, I can go there if I click on it. So I'll just step this way. All right, and just, there is a village there, but you can see the barbarians are right here. Do I want to fight the 2 units of barbarians? Well, if I roll over this barbarian, the game is telling me I have a minor victory. It means I'm going to beat him eventually because I have a slight advantage because of my bonus of difficulty. If I was on Prince, that advantage wouldn't be there. It'll be 20 versus 20. It will be stalemate. So I can attack him, or I can just keep going to Samaria because essentially we want to take him out. And I want to build an archer. Now, what technology could we use here? If we research wheel, and we can't mine a resource because there are no resources to mine, we can actually get to the chariot archer, which are super strong, right? We can also research horseback riding and get horses I mean horsemen as units. They're also strong, but not super strong attacking cities. The problem with the chariot archer, it's a range unit, so it won't be able to take city. Our warriors will have to take the city. Another thing that we have here is battering ram and masonry. So if this city had walls, then you would need battering ram to protect your units, because the walls would have a hit point. That city would actually fight back at your units pretty seriously. So taking cities with walls will require some strategy, which is again for another unit. Here we have a spearman and an encampment that, you know, every unit produced in an encampment would help. Not encampment, but barracks. Encampment provides great general points. So it's a whole other side of things with these great people that can help with different things. Great general, for example, helps your converts adjacent barbarian units to your control. That's awesome. That's the first general. That means you can move the general all the way here and convert these guys to your own army. But also the general provides +5 combat strength and +1 movement to classical and medieval era land units. Right now we have ancient era units, so it doesn't really matter to us. I think we should go for wheel. It's 6 turns and will give us access to our unique unit, which is the strongest unit in the era or in this game right now. And we are not going to change any policies. We're just gonna go ahead. So, as you can see, this is a stalemate because this guy is on the hill. So I think I'm going to be attacked the next turn over there, but it's okay because we're on the hill in the jungle. We're gonna get a little bit of a bonus, and the only unit that can attack us is this warrior, because this guy will have to cross the river and lose the movement point. This guy has 2 flat tiles ahead of him. He can't even actually attack us. He's gonna need the full 2 points to attack. So he's gonna spend the point moving and then wait. And the next turn, I'm just gonna move away again. They'll never catch me. All right. We can use the scout to scout and see what... Ooh. See that Samaria got a great profit. When they build the Stonehenge, and again, the tutorial makes the AI here not even move his units. He's not doing anything. I mean, he did improve his land and build the Stonehenge. So there's something that he's doing, but not much. All right, so I want to put my slinger inside my territory and upgrade it, because we did research archery. Archers are pretty strong early on, right here. In order to upgrade, a new icon appears right here when you can upgrade, and it tells us it costs 30 gold, which is, we have plenty of money. And guess what? We can probably purchase another archer. So we have 2 warriors, 3 archers. That's plenty to actually take over a city. And this guy, we could build the holy site, for example, and earn more faith. In order to earn the Pantheon, I think you need 25 points. Oh, 50 points to found the Pantheon. Oof. So it takes us another 25 turns to do that. The Pantheon is pretty useful. And everybody gets it, so. But you don't get the best Pantheon if you're like the last one to get it, so. So here we could build another unit. Once you go to war, building units non-stop should be your thing. Okay? Because you might not have enough units. You think you might have, but then you can get into some tactical situations where you might lose a unit or 2, and then you're going to be in the pickle. So if you go to war, it's better to keep building the units. In this case, it's a tutorial. It's a settler difficulty. I think we're going to be okay with the number of units that we have set up. So we have a settler started and a builder started. And I think we can continue with the settler in this case. There's also camp. Every district comes with a project. This project, for example, is campus related. It's campus research grants. I rarely run projects. I would run them later in the game or early in the game for the holy site to get more faith for the prophet and start religion. Again, a lot of information. In this case, if we selected this campus research grants project, it would earn us much more science and also great scientist points. Again, going back to this great people, great scientist, when he appears, the first one, there are a bunch of them. For example, you can look at previously recruited section and you can see that Gilgamesh already recruited a great prophet because he built the Stonehenge. But right now, it's only us. You can tell that he's earning a great profit point. I'm not sure. His great profit point is converted to faith. We're not earning any great profit points because we don't have a holy site. But we are earning great scientist points. So this scientist, Hypatia, who, if activated, if you earn this scientist and you move that unit onto your campus, you can activate it and your libraries will provide +1 science. All libraries. And it instantly builds a library. So if you had another campus without the library, because we have a library already here, but if we build a campus in Thebes and move that great scientist into that campus, it would build a library instantly. So great people are super cool, super important. Very useful, I would say. In which case, let's just keep building a settler. As you can see, this guy's waiting. This guy traversed across the river and waiting. Well, these are hills, so they won't be able to attack me. So I'm fine. And also, I mean, we can start a war now. Surprise war, actually. Or we can denounce him first. Let's denounce him first because we're still getting... He's not happy with us. Okay, so he's denounced. He's not happy. But we'll be able to declare formal war in 5 turns. And formal war is just on higher difficulties is a better way of conducting a war because it doesn't earn you any penalties. All right, in 3 turns, we keep moving our units. Barbarians are coming as well. I should have, if I declared, oh, he built a settler. If I declared the war surprised war now, we could have stolen his builder. If I attack the builder, it has no defensive capabilities at all. It would just turn into Egyptian builder, and I could just run it back to my empire and improve lands there. Same goes with the settler if it comes unescorted. So I'll just camp out and wait for my other units. So now Gilgamesh sees my units on his borders and he's like, what's up, dude? And I'm like, my troops are merely passing by, but I'm going to attack him in 5 turns. So that will earn me more penalties diplomatically. Grievances, they call them. Or I can just say, let's do it now and declare war. Or I can completely ignore it, which I don't know what this does. But we can declare war now because he has no units, so who cares? And the animation for every leader is different, how they react. But this guy, I mean, you don't want to go one-on-one with Gilgamesh, right? He's probably the most jacked in the game. Well, our people are not in danger. When engaging the war, it is best to have a sufficient number of combat units, right? So we prepared already. We pre-built some units. Sometimes it's necessary to suspend production on a building or a district, right? And switch to the production of units. When you're satisfied with the size of your military, you can resume production of what's been built previously. Well, we've already prepared, so we're okay. That's why I keep building settler here, because I think I have enough units. So let me show you what happens. Okay, so here he has a great profit person, right? Great people don't do anything combat-wise. If you step on them, they just get returned to the city. You can't destroy them. Now, if you step on a settler or civilian unit, boom, look, it turned Egyptian right away. So now I have a free settler. This is the best thing that can happen. All right. Okay, so how do the archers work? Ranged unit. First of all, this one has a turn, and we can attack the city right away. And the city lost some health. As you can see, it lost 22 health. Now we have another archer. See, it can shoot over the tile. And it should lose another. And it's going to lose more and more with every hit. So at this point, we're just going to wait. Okay, step out like this, I guess. Or I can cross, because you don't want to stand on the marsh, because it's also providing you with a defensive penalty. And you don't want to attack a city or any units across the river. It's going to also provide you attacking penalties. And I think it provides you attacking penalty if you're on a marsh, because marsh is like a swamp, right? So now every turn, the city will try to gain the health back. So what you want to try to do is surround it. Well, not surround it, but put it under siege, right? And putting it under siege means eventually, I think my scout needs to be on this tile to do that. But an icon with a heart will appear. And that means if you put it under siege, that the city will not be able to gain its health back. It's super important, because right now it's much harder to take over the city. You keep hitting it, keep restoring health. You're going to need a lot of units. So let's see. I think I want to keep hitting. Let's attack the scout. And you can see that it's a major victory. That scout is super weak, right? It's almost dead. Look, here's the archer. I'm hovering over the scout. It tells me major victory. He's going to be dead right away. He's dead. And the doggy is orphaned. Now, do we want to attack from the marsh? No, we don't. Minor defeat. But we have this warrior here. He has a major victory. Might as well just go. And it brings the city health to 133, which is okay. I'm going to skip a turn with the scout. The game is telling us to research something else, so we'll go with masonry. Now we're just built another archer. As you can see, the trade route reset. Now we have to resend it, and we can send it to our own city. All right, we're gonna wait with the scout or just fortify until healed. It's another option that you have here for the unit. And for Thebes, well, it doesn't really matter, but let's try to build our unique unit. All right, as you can see, Uruk again received some. Let me see if I can get it under the siege. You know what? Maybe game tutorial is not allowing it to happen. So let's see if we can take down this city in this turn. Hey, oh. Ooh, that's it. Are we ready to take on bigger challenges, guys? Well, let me know in the comments. Oh wow, I've never seen this movie before.
From the pages of history forever. Though our victory is glorious, our people wonder if this is the only path their future must follow. We envision a time where the great works we create inspire other civilizations to flock to our culture. Where the beliefs our people hold spread across the entire world. And where our greatest minds push the limits of our abilities to new frontiers previously undreamt of. The choice is yours.
And that's the end of our tutorial. Thank you for watching, guys. I'd really appreciate some feedback. Let me know if it's been useful. Again, this is for brand new players, the newbie series. That's what I call it. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.